has happened while we have been away.
Captain, hey. I be of assistance on your ship?
I really thought you'd understand where I'm coming from.
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree I'm planning. It's about an artifact, and our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect. Ah, yes, you're intimately familiar with the area. No need to sugarcoat that. It's going to be treacherous, but I'm hoping our combined talents will be able to handle it.
It just means being prepared for physical conflict, as well as the usual corporate machinations.
What do you say? I just need a ride to Neon, we talk to a few of your fellow Neon citizens, and then we're back for drinks. To the Volai star system, then. I admit I'm a little excited.
You're gonna tell me it's a bad idea too? You're gonna tell me it's a bad idea too? All right, well, let's see what she says. Hey, you have a second? Sam and I were just having a, discussion, and I wanted someone else's input. I'd like to, get in shape, do some working out. So I asked Vladimir for some tips, and he basically said weightlifting was a bad idea. Anyway, so I wanted to get Sam's opinion on it, and he pretty much said the same thing. So you agree with them? Well, I'm gonna prove you all wrong. Anyway, thanks. I think I'm gonna try it. And don't worry, I'll be sure and ask Vladimir for pointers. Yeah, I know. Thanks. And maybe if I need a spotter.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
Welcome back, Captain.
Neon is for indulgence and decadence. Both disgusted and impressed. The effort to make this place livable is astounding. No end what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
Smell that? Construction, incense, industrial chemicals of every kind. But they still can't get rid of the odor of chasm gas. Quite true, but also opportunity. Our opportunity. We need to stop by the Stroud-Ekman offices. There are certain authorization procedures when large funds are being transferred, even for something like this.
Cares far more about what you take with you when you leave Neon than what the effort to make this place livable is astounding. There's no end to what can be accomplished when there are credits to be made.
Keep your nose clean.
Ah, Neon. Instant sensory overload.
So go out, have your fun, live your best life.
For just a few credits, our certified technicians will quickly and painlessly alter your physical makeup.
Hey, keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to
It's a
shop.
perfect marriage.
Here at Stroud-Ekman. Hey there.
Private sector. Now that's
Need something? Yes. All right, buzz off. Busy.
Full range of personal
Welcome, off-worlder, to the hotel.
makeup. It's time.
I do not know about you, but I am starting to suspect that Benjamin Bayou has clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge. Shall we follow the signs?
What?
Hell yeah! This is awesome!
Get some Aurora and let loose.
Welcome to the Astro Lounge.
Fine.
Hey! Having fun?
Can I get you something to drink? Sure. Could I tempt you with some Aurora? Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only... How unfortunate. Enjoy the lounge.
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
Mr. Stroud, we didn't know you were coming in.
It's all right. I just need to have a short chat with my counterpart. Is she in today?
Yes, allow me to bust you in, sir. You know, Mr. Stroud, you are so lucky. I'm in the middle of some quarterly earnings analysis. Excuse me.
Walter,
Issa.
shall we continue from last time? The luxury cruise line market is completely outside of our core competencies. Investing into it is a mistake.
No, I'm here about... Wait a minute, a mistake. Our ship designers are the best in the settled systems.
They design personal craft and military ships, Walter. Large-scale accommodations and hospitality is a completely different beast. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am arguing with my partner, and you're just standing right here. Issa Eklund, the hyphenated Eklund in our glorious company's branding. Oh, aren't you lovely? Walter, wherever did you meet your new friend? I'm jealous.
A colleague from Constellation.
Ah, yes, the daring explorers my partner is so infatuated with. You should hear him reciting that speech.
There's no need to go into that.
Oh, my heart skips a beat when he does it. Really, it does. Such passion. If he talked to the board that way, I wouldn't need to placate them so much. Who was it again, Walter? The founder of Constellation?
Sebastian Banks, his final address before he disappeared. I merely found a group of like-minded individuals. Just like all of us.
I have not been part of Constellation as long as some, but from what I have seen, I would not call that an inaccurate description.
Can we move on?
Yes? Why are you here, Walter? The board meeting isn't for a while. Our vacations aren't coming up either.
It's the discretionary fund, Issa. I need all of it.
Ugh. This wouldn't have anything to do with that meeting you've set up at the Astro Lounge, would it?
I never said that. Did you have an agent hack into my files again?
Only after you had one hack into mine. Tell me, can mutual distrust lead to a point where it's actually the same as mutual trust? Oh, don't mind the two of us. Challenging each other intellectually is a cornerstone of our relationship. Now, I must point out the obvious. The Astro Lounge. Huh? It's a remarkably insecure location.
That was the point. Neutral territory in the open.
With no leverage. Oh, you must let me help. It's been too long.
I have this all taken care of.
Some investigation into the cellar. What's motivating them? Then, some preliminary casing of the Astral Lounge for security flaws. Give you the advantage if things go wrong.
Bribe a few bouncers, alter the codes on the doors.
Yes, exactly. I hate being selfish, but I would like some time with my husband. We need to go through the fund authorizations anyway.
James Newell is the broker who knows our cellar. He'll be able to help you find out more about them. And it shouldn't be hard to find the Astral Lounge. Here, let me at least give you some operation funds since I won't be joining you. Meet me back here. I'm going to be present for the negotiation. I'm not leaving you to the Neon Sharks, I promise.
chef school?
Your safety is almost guaranteed.
There is little question that region has some influence here in Neon. I wonder how Mr. Bailey feels about that.
Sticks, how's
Madame
this month?
Sauvage always gives me helpful advice. Her drinks
You're
aren't too bad
in
either.
luck. Just got some of the latest hardware. Door's over that way. If you're looking for supplies, feel like making a purchase today? Sure, have a look. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Information isn't usually free. I mean, it might be okay. Easy, friend. Not looking for trouble. Okay. I don't know much. But I did have one of my freelancers tail the seller back to his place. Sleep Crate 1. Let me write down the unit for you.
Hey, you got a problem with me just saying?
Now, James, I don't want you to get upset. But Administrator
Equipment
Bailey,
and accessories for all your hectic needs.
succeed at that before we are discovered.
It's getting pretty late. What time is it?
Yeah, I know this place stinks. It's a living.
Welcome to Chance. Please choose your chance.
I think I got them.
The music is amazing! This Aurora stuff, it's blowing my mind!
Feel like getting zoned? I got you. So, what'll it be today? The Astral Lounge is one of the safest places in all of Neon. Security is handpicked from the finest officers in the city. I'm afraid that would be a serious fire hazard. And I think it's only fair to warn you that the network security on our doors is state-of-the-art. Private meetings are usually held in the floor above. Just use the elevators. Then I would say you'd be interested in the Astral Lounge VIP package. For a reasonable fee, our security can be your security. We do strive for setting the most reasonable rate. Huh. You work for Stroud Eklund? Well, perhaps something could be arranged. Maybe we can work something out. Well, I think we can certainly offer a discounted rate for you, if you were still interested. Excellent. Let me just apply that discount we discussed, and done. We do hope your meeting goes to your satisfaction. Come back soon. You good?
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship the snake. How have I known?
I never had the patience for computer systems.
What's so important that you need... Well, you seem very proud of yourself. I assume I have you to thank for the indictment. Even though that little debacle In fact, I'm impressed that you had the backbone to turn me. I'm going to keep my eye on you. Are we done? Good.
Don't go causing trouble.
I missed you too.
You're still so tense. Normally, once we're alone, your shoulders relax. They're taut.
We're on to something remarkable. Maybe what I've always dreamed of.
I can tell. I can see your mind racing.
I haven't even stopped to ask you how you're doing.
I'm fine. The board complains, I assure them. There's the occasional assassination attempt.
So, you don't need anything from me then?
I don't.
Am I just some useless stargazer? You would have been better off marrying a Hope or a Talia, someone who could be with you at every meeting.
Oh, don't go on about that yet. Needing you isn't the same as wanting you. And I'd much rather want my partner than need them. Less complicated.
I know Constellation seems to take up so much of my time. I never stop thinking of you, wondering what maneuvering you're doing to take over the company and drive me out.
It's how I show my love.
I know your type. The freewheeling space ace. Must be nice.
Is everything ready? Good. Let's be on our way then. Goodbye, my dear. See you at the next board meeting?
Oh, I'll be keeping an eye on this little operation. Just in case. Good luck, all of you.
Now, I don't know what the cellar looks like, but they'll have a security briefcase with them. Larger than normal. Big enough to hold the artifact. We should split up. The code phrase to identify yourself as the buyer is Ramsey and Travers. Are they?
Code phrases? Under different circumstances, Walter, I think you might have made an adequate smuggler.
Remember, Ramsey and Travers. We'll meet back near the elevator.
You have to speak up. Yeah?
Hey, you say, kid, how'd you like to hitch your wagon to a celebrity star? Hmm? That's right. The Mickey Caviar is in the market for a job, and you look like someone who could use a great ship's cook. What do you say? Always nice to meet a fan. You must be familiar with... Unfortunately for you... Just smile.
For work. You hiring? Suit yourself.
Hello. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy drinking? Oh, really? I heard you all have a meeting in a few minutes, don't you? In one of those fancy VIP lounges? Speaking of which, I gotta get going myself. Excuse me.
Just saw our seller walk by. Good job. That's not surprising. This is a deal over stolen property, after all. Anything could go wrong. Now, before we head in there, let me go over the ground rules. He'll ask for twice what we agreed on. That's normal. He'll probably try to walk out. That's normal, too. Don't worry about the amount we actually settle on. The Stroud-Eklund Discretionary Fund is just a chip to you and me. Our goal is to get him to accept that chip in exchange for the artifact. Anything goes as long as it's in our hands, and we're not dead. How does that sound? That's why you're here. Hopefully our combined countenance will be enough, but grabbing the artifact and running is an option. Just do me a favor and treat it as a last resort. I have a reputation.
What are you looking at?
So you're Stroud. You look different in person.
Our public relations always insists on doing some touch-ups for the official photos. Embarrassing, really.
Your security here going to stand or sit for this little meeting, making me nervous. So polite. Almost makes me forget what planet I'm on.
Am I to assume that briefcase has our item of interest?
Yeah, here it is.
Well, look at that.
One of a kind, and I know you want it.
I have the amount we agreed on.
Things have changed. I want double.
Now, how am I supposed to do that?
I don't know, but your security here seems to have some fancy gear. Why don't they chip in? Not my problem.
It is if you leave empty-handed. We came here in good faith. Now honor our previous agreement.
You either figure out a way to give me what I want, or I walk out of here right now. I'm not hearing, here's the money. I'm on a tight timetable.
And we would have wrapped up already if you hadn't gotten greedy. Our original offer stands. Now, what's it going to be?
All right, you win. Hand over the money. This thing is all yours.
Well done. Some high-pressure tactics, but we got what we were after. Time to go home, shall we?
Stop right there. You're in possession of Slayton Aerospace property.
Ah, Slayton must have been the original owner. We don't need to do this. All's fair on Neon, am I right?
Hand over Mr. Slayton's property. Now.
There a problem here?
Yes. This armed thug was trying to steal our belongings.
I'm going to need you to back away from our VIPs. Now.
Fine, but you can't stay in the Astro Lounge forever, Stroud. Nicholas Slayton's already got your number.
Sending armed men into the Astral Lounge. Slayton must be serious about getting the artifact back. We'd better get off the planet quickly. Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Slayton has put a bounty on your heads. He's greased a few palms. Your ship's been impounded at the spaceport.
There goes our way out. The same way everything works on Neon. Money. It's terrible at keeping secrets. The CEO of Slayton Aerospace. They're a systems manufacturer. Engine. Agreed. Have a talk with the man himself.
Slayton Aerospace has offices here in the trade tower. If Nicholas is moving this quickly, he must be there or close by.
Let's head to their lobby, shall we? See if...
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey.
Welcome to Slayton Aerospace. Can I help you? I'm afraid Mr. Slayton is a very busy man. Maybe I can see if he has just a moment. Oh, I think we can make an exception in your case. Mr. Slayton will see you. Just use the elevator.
Hoping to get a meeting? I've been waiting all day. It's ridiculous.
You have a question? You can chat with the receptionist all you want.
This place ain't for the likes of you.
Get out now.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter. Taking what's mine and then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right, we've got her out. Once the door's open, just follow her instructions, okay? For the moment, Slayton will be scrambling his own security teams once he gets wind that we're no longer at his mercy. Our time is limited. Well, if my wife and I could gallantly offer your majesty a rescue from certain death, let's go.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. Security is on full alert. No point slipping through unnoticed now. Fight your way to the exit.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Taking what's mine and then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Oh, Walter, are you there?
Lisa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right, we've got her out. Well, let's go.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cupboard just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up. The room below you is clear. Drop down.
Nothing.
Wait. This clearly isn't the executive level. He's on to us.
Walter. Taking what's mine and then breaking into my office. A bold move, but one easily countered.
Oh, we're trapped.
Hello, Walter, dear, are you there?
Issa?
Took longer than I'd like, but I managed to pay off one of Slayton's security consultants. They've patched me in.
All right. I'm aware.
Doors will open in 3, 2, 1. Slayton's guards and employees are all over. Be careful. Okay. You'll want to use the vent system to slip around unnoticed. There's a cover just to the right of the elevator you came in on. That's the elevator you came in on. Jump right across the top of it and keep going to the end. Drop down and follow the conduit all the way to the end, past the fork. There's a vent above you. Just climb up. The room below you is clear. Drop down.
What's that?
Hey.
Gotta relax. Getting all worked up over nothing.
Stop. One of the doors leads you right into the open. I'm unlocking a safe route. Opening the door on your right. Go now. Head left, but don't go through the door at the end yet. There's a robot stalking the hall. Wait. It's walking down the hall. Go now, straight across to the door. Keep going, all the way to the end.
I suppose that is ours now. Eh?
Wait, there's people in the room up ahead. Closing the shutters. Another robot up ahead. Wait for it to pass, then head straight across to the maintenance door next to the security gate. Go now! Let me just get that for you. You know the routine. Up the vent. It's a short one, I promise. Almost there. Door on the right. There's the door. It should take you outside.
Outside? You expect us to climb up the trade tower?
There's a series of catwalks that lead directly up one floor to the executive level.
Well, I guess after you.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here? Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of adrenaline, there's a part of you that belongs here. It happens to all of us. You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side. You do make a bold point, but that doesn't resolve our current dilemma.
Perhaps I can help. We're both people of business, Nicholas. In the same industry, no less.
Yes, I'm beginning to see the opportunity. There is, however, one final detail to disclose. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. If you wish, you will have the opportunity to tell him yourself, shortly.
It seems reasonable that a thief face some form of punishment, does it not?
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
Just let him go. No sense in more violence. We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moment. You steal what... You have what's... Although...
Perhaps I can help.
Yes, Mr. Musgrove. I think... If that is your decision, you need...
Assuming there is no information we are...
My security brought Musgrove.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us.
We have resorted to theft now, I see.
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor. Same old song, huh? You know how this works. Just make up your mind.
I don't need to tell you this, but we don't need to kill him. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all. And we got what we wanted.
Justice for some, huh? Fine. Rather be caged than dead.
It seems you will have plenty of time to evaluate that sentiment while you are in jail.
I will make the arrangements for Neon Security to take him into custody. You're free to leave.
Time to go. Let's
If
talk
you
more
are free
back at the
soon,
ship.
could we talk? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them? None of us are in this for the credits. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to avoid the question. I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I know. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to... Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. I lack his charm. That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I'm by a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense? Thank you. That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence. It would have been, to some. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Get going. Mr. Slayton is done with you.
chunks. Which chunks would you like today?
Stuck.
Dead. I guess we can call that a win. What do you think? Thank you. I guess. Some people call Issa a jewel, but she's more than that to me. I can't really describe it. There's a me, and a her, and an us. And I wouldn't trade the us for all the credits in Neon.
You are very fortunate. And I am glad that you see it.
All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. If you need something,
Exploring the galaxy is hard.
now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. That's distressing, but to be expected, I suppose. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? I know you're simply trying to brush this off with humor, but you really should act more concerned. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intent. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid my curious mind is once again overriding my manners. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that anything else is just guesswork. I might as well... I'm not frustrated. I'm fascinated. Think about the significance of this research. Who was this wondrous structure built to... Perhaps. We'll need more data to be sure. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific Never in my wildest... I just hope that you'll come through this. Well, yeah, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you've acquired. This is... Look, I've already taken up too much of it. All I can do is promise that I'm... whatever my... We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. Ron Hope was a real piece... Despicable is... He held innocent people with little regard. I'm letting him off the hook. Had you taken the money, This would have been a very different... I'm proud of you. It took a lot... No, it certainly isn't. Especially when it comes at the expense of human lives. Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Excusez-moi. So, you got a film? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you... By different, you mean you have Sure, different is technically a... You encountered advanced technology that all... In what? Interesting. Anyway, thanks for... I wonder if we can find any more... Just opens up a world. Got a moment? Let's catch up. Well, if it isn't our... A badge is just a... You don't have to wear the object to be... Anyway, those farmers are gone. It was a hard choice that you made.
Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
You see much. But our ship is created from a power beyond your understanding. Its semblance to your own vessels, but we are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess.
No one, especially not you, determines our worth.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst. We are growing impatient.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why you're... The more you understand, the more...
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. If we spin up the grav drive now, we'll get through this. Hold on.